mostly cloudy days ahead for you, so and that's where you met. Yeah, no, no.
Damn, I should have peeped that shit too, man.
What?
Brother Garmin on it.
Oh shit!
Oh, you gotta exit down.
Hell no.
I felt left out for a second.
God.
Nah, I remember you had it, John.
God.
See how that joint fit.
Yeah.
You know
It's gonna
long
be
as hell.
big. I don't give a fuck.
It's gonna be long as hell.
I don't give a fuck.
God.
Come on, man. You gotta get it popping.
Hell no.
Shalom Magan, Yabashim Sabrakatah.
Yo, the water, bro.
Shalom Magan, the brother Magan on the scene. God.
I got the trumpet. Oh no, I got the.
Well, we'll have to go, yeah, go how we go. Damn. Super dumb husky. We're going to pretty much start off with the basics this week. You know, start with the name. Yahweh Shem Yashai, man, by Shem Yashai. Ready?
Hey, that's what David said.
Grab Proverbs 30, start at verse 1.
You want to salute up?
Ready? All right. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakha Kodash. Double honors to the apostle and elders at Great Millstone, taught us the truth. Honors and salutations to the elect, to the men that died doing the work, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, that they showed up us first. That's right. To the men, women, and children that believe on the true name of the Father and the Son. Because the Father's name is Yahweh, he exists. The Son's name is Yahweh Shai, he is the deliverer. Let's come and deliver us out of this captivity that we're in. All right. It's the Church of Philadelphia, once again on the highways and hedges, come to prophesy the downfall of America according to the Bible, which America is in the Bible. If you don't understand it, you don't, like, it wasn't given to you. You know, just like going into Daniel, the 7th chapter, it goes all the way down to all the kingdoms that rose and fell, according, and on top of that, it goes into this kingdom's rise and fall as well. All right, so it goes into the rise and fall of all kings of the planet. All right, and right now we're here in the eighth wonder of the world, which it talks about in in Daniel the 7th chapter. It talks about the eighth. All right, the eighth is talking about Babylon. All right, America. All right, the 7th you stopped at what? The Roman Empire. All right, the Roman Empire, Babylon, America is a product of the Romans and the Greeks, the Babylonians, the Egyptians, the Assyrians, and all the other nations that came against us. All right, Moab, Ammon, all of y'all had a chance to pull over us and all that. You know, so when the scriptures it's talking about specific regions and nations. All right, and that's why it's a mystery to you because you can't understand it. Because the Bible speaks in parables, and Yahweh Shah spoke in parables when he came here. All right, and that's why it's important. That's why we're gonna go to the basics a little bit. Start off with that, you know, and going into the name. So, 'cause that's another major stumbling block for a lot of people still here on the planet, man. And if the name was given to you, you took it lightly, took it in vain, that means it wasn't given to you and you ain't taking it seriously. All right. But these are the most and they're simple things, man. They're simple things, they're small things you must know because you have the elect of the nations, which is Israel. All right. The elect of all the nations on the planet is Israel. All right. Then you have a 2/3 and you have a 1/3. All right. So your 1/3 is the elect of the 2/3 of Israel. Then you have your elect, which is the elect of Israel, which is your governing body.
Right.
You know, and they got all of the knowledge that the Lord gave to them. And those are the men that's out here on the highways and hedges and truly believe, because you got a lot of men out here. And a lot of men is out here to be made examples of, whatever way the Lord sees fit to do that. All right, and you can tell the spirit of a man and about what he believes in, man. All right, and the things that we bring out, because all men not going to believe what we're saying, and we understand that, we know that, and we're fine with that, because it's not for them to get.
Right.
You know, this message is for the elect, for this end time comes, man. And you're going to have the multitudes, which is going to be millions of Israelites saved. You know, like I said, all you got to do is go down, to put it in perspective, go down to the beach one day, at your leisure, your time off, you got a lot of time on your hands, and pick up 144,000 grains of sand and set that to the side. And then look at the rest of the beach. And that's Israel. And just know that 144,000 grains of sand that you picked up, which is small individual pieces, you know, those are the elected Israel. And when you really go into sand and you are really like grind it down and all that, you can make mirrors out of that.
Right.
You know, that's glass. You can see through it. All right. That's what the Lord wants to see. He wants to see His image inside of us before we're delivered, man. All right. That's what the Lord wants to see, that image, His image. You know, and on top of that, you can take a handful of sand and throw that to the side as well, up on next to the 144,000. You can have a mountain of sand in your hand and then look at the beach and be like, God damn, this is the 1/3 and the elect. And look at how many Israelites are going to perish, man. You know, so this thing is deadly serious. It's not no fucking joke. You know, men come in this thing, they play with it, they think just because, these they look like regular men or average men. Well, so did the apostles and the prophets back then. They came in the flesh as well. So, of course, they looked like regular men. They had average problems. They was going through things just like the average man. But the difference between them and the average man was they trusted in the Lord, man. You know? I get that Proverbs 3:1.
Proverbs 3:1. Hey, just to land back off the brother too. Hey, we not in those times. We not running people down, beating them in the head with the Bible, saying, "Please, please listen to us." Hey, we're out here for the elect, the 144,000, and Lord willing, we be at that number. You know, and this is sifting season right here. I'm telling you right now, the way Esau and other heathen nations coming down with these laws. Hey, I don't know if y'all heard, but in Oklahoma, the FBI came to this woman's house about a post she put up on Facebook. Right? So that ain't nothing. That ain't nothing about. They just doing that because that's what they want to do to the men of the Lord. That's just gradualism to what they're going to do to us for preaching this word. Yeah, and that's law now. That Facebook have to give up. So in 2023, this right now in 2023, they done got 74,000 requests for posts.
Yeah,
People's posts. Yeah.
Now they got like like agents for these different
Right.
franchise companies, just like how they army the IRS,
Yeah.
just like how they army, you know, you purchase a Bible,
Right.
you consider you know what,
Right.
so
Especially if it's a King James version too. Yeah.
you know what I mean. But it's like an operation, but it's setting up these different structures to limit shit from spreading, which is the
Yeah.
family of the word,
Right.
which is with the bridges,
Right. Right.
Ohio, the Ohio, eighth, the highway, the Brooklyn Bridge, the Baltimore Bridge. So simultaneously, all of this, then the scanners, in
Right.
the MTA,
Yeah.
fucking New York, and the subway,
Hey.
the train station.
Right.
So you gotta be scared to be able to, you know.
And listen, the thing is not for the federal agents to know who we are. It's for everybody else to know who we are, so that they can come against us. They already know who we are.
Right.
They done already tracked us. They done already put you talking about. I didn't even text you, and they told me some text came from my phone. That's what I'm saying. They
Yeah.
already know who we are. Now they want everybody else to know who we are to come at us. That's all this is.
So they could try to blackmail.
Exactly.
So they could make us look like
Smear campaign.
the enemy.
Right? Yeah. The smear campaign. They're
smear
not slick.
campaign.
They want to be slick. That's why we're telling you we know what you're up to, and you're
Smear
not
campaign.
slick.
Also, what they call it a witch hunt.
Right. Hey, man. And that's why we call you the devil, because you do things like that. Rather than saying, hey, these men are righteous, leave them alone. They're not bothering anybody. They're out on the street corner, so obviously they're not hiding. But you want to make it seem as though there's a different narrative and a different story. But we're going to stand stiffly on Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and we're going to pray for his spirit, power, grace, and mercy, that we stand 10 toes down, continue to preach this word until he tells us not to. Not you, though. Not you, buddy. It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 1. My son, forget not my law, but let thine heart keep my commandments.
That's 30.
33, 30.
That's a good. That's a good one too.
Come.
I want 30 though.
Come. The book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 1. My son, forget not my law, but let thine heart keep my commandments. Hey, that's basically what we're saying too, actually.
That's the spirit, man.
Yeah.
The Lord said, "Don't forget His laws." You know, and that's basically what we're doing. Because we're tonight, sundown, we're complete the feast of unleavened bread, man. We're just coming out of the Passover season tonight. We started the 23rd of this month, sundown, and it's tonight, the 30th of March. 2024 sundown, so I believe sundown's about a little after 7. So you can have your 11 again, but it's a heavy thing, because the Lord said, don't forget His law, man. Forget none of that, man. Why? Because look at all the things that's going on. Matter of fact, because the Lord, the times we're supposed to remember our Lord now, man. Remember His laws, statutes, and commandments that He gave us before all the evil times come. And all these people right now, what are they? They're in the Ramadan season, Easter season, spirit of mirth, whatever else. Oh, the Phillies, they came back, it's baseball season. So you got a lot of things that's going on right now, man. These devils, they're concocting they're planning their blitz. All right, but that means nothing to us, man. I mean, the brother's talking about the word through Daniel in the lion's den, through Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and the 3 holy children. He threw them in the fire, but he was right there with them the whole time, man. The same thing He's going to do now. That's why I tell you, don't forget about it. Forgetting out His law, that's life. That's life.
is the book of Sirach. No, Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 1. Remember, this is I got it. I just bonus uploaded. Sirach. You know,
What is it?
Esau's technology. We gotta, we work with what we got. You know,
What you want? Ecclesiastes what?
I got it.
Okay.
Ecclesiastes 12. Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 1. It says, remember now that Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in it.
That's right. And that's the time is right now. Since you saw the men of the Lord come out here in the highways and hedges, those are the times that you're supposed to know you're living in. And it's time to remember your Creator while you're young, man. Not when you're 90 years old. Look at the apostles. They remember them when they was young men, man. You go back and watch videos of them, they were young men. 20s, 30s. Some came in the some came in the 80s. You gotta remind yourself, man, they was out in the 80s, man. 80s, 90s. 2007 is when the Lord put on His Spirit, because now that's the end of the end time. The Lord put on the Spirit to come on the YouTube and to be able to teach the people so we can come out here. And He pouring out His Spirit. Now this is the time to flood it.
Hey, and that's how you know the apostle was set up too, because probably many more men have fell out from that time to where we are now to who's actually still in doing the work.
Look how many people fell out in the year 2000.
Right.
That was
right. That's
Yeah, exactly. So that's like the Lord. Because the Lord's long suffering.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So He'll let you suffer, but He'll still let you learn through the midst thereof. So you can get it at that particular time. Because just like the man that the thief that died on the right hand side on the cross of Yahushua. Right at that very moment, he believed that right at that very moment, which was the end of his, journey, his soul was sealed, his destination was sealed, his salvation was sealed. You know what I mean? And we at the end, so you don't know, who may come along or whatever. That's what we tell, but Isaiah 55:6, seek ye the Lord while He may be found, call upon Him while He is near. Because once the doors of repentance is closed, it's a wrap.
That's it.
Just like the days of Noah, when they was knocking on the door, trying to get in. But once the Lord seals that door, like, you might have known about the truth, you might have heard about it, or whatever, but what is you really doing to seal your salvation? In sincerity, in faith, and a healthy sense of fear towards the Lord.
God, get that mark of salvation. That's what you want.
Wow.
God.
Right. Bring that up. Wow, what's good? And this, like the brother said, the Lord sealed the door. That's why we're going into the name, because this is something simple, but it has to be sealed in your mind. You got a lot of dudes that come into this word, they hear that Ashaya, Yeshaya, Ahaya, Elohim, Yeshua, all that crazy stuff.
Yahweh.
Yeah, cut.
All that bullshit.
Those are not the names. So that's the name. What we're talking about has to be seared in your mind, sealed. And being sealed meaning you understand it, that you take that, man. That every man be persuaded in his own mind. Man. All right, you have to be persuaded that this is the right name. Call on it. But if you call on something and you don't believe on it, it's not going to happen. Even if you call on the wrong name and you believe on it and it don't happen, you're doing that. So you're going to get what you're asking for. We're calling on the name of Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Rechapadash. We believe on those names, man. You know? So if you don't believe on them, that's on you, man. You know, and we're going to find out who was telling the truth, who was right, and who was wrong. We're starting to see all these calamities coming to this place. You know? That's why it says, remember thy Creator for that our youth before the evil days draw, man, before they come. You know? But the evil days is coming. Look at, like the brother mentioned, the boats hitting the bridges. You know, you ain't hearing no stuff like that. And not just that. Though you got that bridge, Baltimore, then down to Ohio, you had a fire. Ohio, you had a fire on the highway. To George Washington, fire on the highway. You couldn't even get certain parts of the highway. Then you got the George Washington Bridge. You know, that's deteriorating. But to me, I look at that as all as a buildup for that Golden Gate Bridge, which they really want to destroy, going to San Francisco. You know, the Hoover Dam, all these things, man. The evils are growing on this earth, man. It reminds me of 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter, man. You know, so all these evils are growing, but the people, they still want to turn from their wicked ways.
Hey, did you see what the Poland Prime Minister said? He said, "Prepare for war."
Who said?
The Poland Prime Minister. Yeah, the other day.
Poland.
Poland.
And you know what? Since you said that, if I may, it's because you said that. You got the NATO, 30,000 NATO troops just entered into Ukraine. And not only that, on top of that, you got Russian troops just sent their troops in the Red Sea.
I did see that. The Navy ship too. Yeah.
Right. So that's a build-up for this war.
Right.
You know, and
all in that area.
Brother was saying with the bridges, you know, like the scriptures say, a man shall desire to go to a city will be able. But also, what is it? With the scanners in the subway stations.
In New York. I did see that.
You gotta, because New York is like that major zone.
They put everything out there first.
You know,
they adopt that thing
and
first.
then the other states or cities would adopt that. You know, and but that's a pressure from above, pressure from below. You know what I mean? Because what part of that great reset is having these lockdowns. So they're gonna use the scapegoat of the guns. That's a scapegoat.
Right.
Terrorists.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
They just setting up the sea hip for you to be able to do that when you walking through anywhere you go. Right. That's just setting up the technology for it. That's all. You know. Proverbs 3:30.
30 and 1.
Proverbs 30 and 1. Proverbs chapter 30, verse 1. The words of Agur, the son of Jakeh, even the prophecy. The man spake unto Ithiel, even unto Ithiel and Ucal. Surely I am more brutish than any man, and have not the understanding of a man. I neither learn wisdom, nor have the knowledge of the holy.
And that's going into what? I got the last minute of this, man. They said, surely we got to get that on in T2, man. Bring out further. They say more brutish than other men, you know, because you got men that think that, I'm perfect. I'm this, I got this going on, I got that, I'm going to make it. Oh, man. You know, look at Apollos, man. You know, he ain't know everything, he ain't know all that. But that's why the Lord sent him to Aquila and Priscilla, man. You know, for him to get a better understanding. But he had the job, he had the understanding, the belief.
Right.
You know, he had the spirit. But the Lord had to kind of zeal, but the Lord had to, take it even further into it, man.
I neither learn wisdom nor have the knowledge of the holy. Who hath ascended up into heaven or descended?
Let's see, he knew this much though.
Who hath gathered the wind in his fist? Who hath bound the waters in a garment? Who hath established all the ends of the earth?
Right.
What is his name? And what is his son's name, if thou canst tell?
Go right there, man. what is his name and what is his son's name if thou canst tell? Because you got all these people, God don't got no son him. You already automatically by default you out of there. Because you're not a believer from the grip. You know? You got people talking about you can call them whatever you want to call them. You automatically out there too. You know, because they can call you whatever they. You know?
Right, and how would you expect the Heavenly Father to hear your prayers if you ain't praying to his name?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because everybody got a name. Everything has a name. Every tree has a name. Every flower has a name. Every animal has a name. Why the fuck the one that created all that don't got a name? Oh, you could call him whatever you want. Then nigga, that's your opinion. So now, what it say? Go cry unto your gods, like Joshua said. Go cry unto your gods in the time of your tribulation. Because the information that's been out there, the letter J wasn't created during what, the late 1500s. So you couldn't not call him Jehovah, Jesus. Like, there's a lot of information that's out there to prove that all these names that these people are calling on are false. You know?
Hey,
So the Lord got to sup with you through the Spirit for you to understand that, because he don't give his name to everybody. He revealed his secrets unto his servants, the prophets.
right, and dig this. You at the job. You gonna call your boss by another name? He's not gonna listen to you, and you dare not do that, right? Because you're scared to death of getting fired.
Call him a nigga.
Right.
My nigga, come here.
Yeah, you won't do any of that. You're gonna call him by his name.
Right.
You're probably gonna say you Mister. You're gonna put some respect on it too, or doctor, right? But you can't put the respect on the Heavenly Father's name. Are you out of your mind? You are out of your mind,
They
actually.
call them by their title and their name.
Yeah,
Like you said, Mr.
Yes.
Doctor. You know, professor, whatever.
right.
Whatever they went to school to get that piece of paper for. The Lord don't need no paper to certify him, man.
That's right.
You know? All you gotta do is look around that certifies him. Take a breath of fresh air that certifies him. That's all that certifies.
Knowing that you woke up, that certifies.
That's it.
Yeah. Check it out. This Proverbs chapter 30, starting at verse 1, the NLT. It says, the saying of Agur, son of Jacob, contained this message. I am weary, O Most High. I am weary and worn out, O Most High. I am too stupid to be human, and I lack common sense. And yo,
That's what it is.
That's
That's
how
exactly
you
what
feel
it
like
is.
that,
Yeah.
you be like, yo, I'm stupid, I'm dumb. This because you look at all the things that go on in this place, and you look at the things that these people are doing. So like that will make you feel stupid, but you're not. You say that you don't got common sense because common sense to these people don't have common sense.
Right.
You know, their common sense was given to them from Esau. Right? So you going against that, you going back to your heritage and looking at it, it would make you think that you're fucking out your mind when you're not. You're in your right mind. Check it out. It says, I have not mastered human wisdom, nor do I know the Holy One. Who but the Most High goes up to heaven and comes back down? Who holds the winds in his fist? Who wraps up the oceans in his cloak? Who has created the whole wide world? What is his name and his son's name? Tell me if you know. God damn. So, yo, man, you go to these pastors, they can't even tell you that, man. They quick to tell you Jesus Christ and all that, forever leading you into damnation. You know, you go to a match there, they tell you Allah. You go to the Buddhists, they tell you Buddha, Krishna. That's why the scriptures tell you all the gods of this world is no gods, man. You know? They're idols, man. And that's why the Lord is coming back, taking crowns off of all these idols' heads, man. That you're starting to see. Why you running to your enchantments? Look at how much enchantments Diddy did. You think that's saving his ass now? Look what's going on with him. He's being exposed. Look at TD Jakes, all them niggas, man, that signed that covenant with death. You know, you think that that's saving them now? They called on all those names, but they ain't calling the Holy One of Israel, man.
Hey, what? It says shame shall cover him. Everything they've been holding in the dark is being brought to light. Not only that, right? You got different images because Russia, Putin is bringing out these icons. All these different icons of our forefathers, the ancient prophets, the ancient men, showing the description of how they look, right? Okay, so now our people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, which are the biblical Israelites, are so used to what? That the light-skinned man with blonde hair, a hippie, right? So y'all so used to that image. So now you got a heathen bringing these images out, these icons out. You know? So now it's revealing. Oh shit.
Niggas came out the woodwork. Look at it.
All right.
They coming out. Right.
The enemy is about to come in just like that flood.
Like a flood. Yeah.
That's a long line, man.
That's a flood, but the
Huge
Lord
one.
shall lift up a standard against it.
Look at that.
Yeah, they still coming.
That to be a homicide. Some shit.
Yeah, must be
That
something.
to be a homicide.
Yeah,
Hell no.
that's something downtown. Something must be going on downtown.
Got like
Big.
a little situation.
Yeah.
But yo, you see how the Lord got Putin, which is an Edomite, bringing out these images, proving who the Israelites are, while a lot of people still holding on to these dear image, these false images. You know, when the scriptures describe the people that we came from, there's significance behind that.
Yeah.
You know, so if the Lord is revealing how they looked,
Bad Song of Solomon, chapter 1.
if the Lord is revealing how they looked, why wouldn't He reveal their names? You know what I mean? Just going back to what the brother was saying, because if the Lord is having the heathens bring out the images of the true people of that tree, of the nation of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob that sprang forth out of them, why wouldn't He also reveal the names, especially in the times we're in?
God. And that image is the start, right? But it's that doctrine that got them under a spell where they don't even consider what's really in this book. That's why they go to these synagogues and churches and go there for 2 hours, sing, dance, do the robot and all the other nonsense they do,
Yeah,
right? And then spend the next 6 days and a half wicked.
Committing about eating all types of
Just abominable in all sense.
contradiction.
Yeah, a total contradiction. You just a walking contradiction. Even when you're in there for 2 hours, you still don't know what you're talking about. So you just totally living your life as a lie and not according to the word that's in this Bible. Because you don't have the right image, you don't have the right name, you don't have the right doctrine. So you can't, how can you get right without that? You don't have anything. And don't even consider it. That's why we tell you, hey man, the Christian church is worse than the crack house.
Yo, and that's why Yahweh Shah referred to them what harlot houses, things of that nature. Not only just materialistic, but they're robbing you from the spirit too.
Right.
You know?
This is Song of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 1.
Going into the image, well, you know, the color. The Putin exposed, you know. It's just an old video, but it came back out to show you, you know.
God.
The Lord's bringing that information back out. Furthermore, back up His men.
Right. And these are ancient depictions,
That's
right? Not this new depiction that people have basically crossed us out, right? Painted over us, right? These are
Renaissance,
ancient
that was
depictions.
what, the 14th century.
Like
Right.
you
Learn
said,
something about the 1400s, man. That's when they start whitewashing things,
Yeah.
putting up their images, taking our images down. That's how
Iconoclastism.
far. There you go.
Look it up.
That's right. Yeah.
Just look it up. You
So now they're telling you the truth, man. But and that's the Lord also letting you know, like, yo, those men that was on the corner that y'all look down on, called niggas and all that, those men really had the truth and they was telling you. You know, start with that because you know it's always levels to this truth, man. You know, it's stumbling blocks for a lot of men, That's why the Lord said it's about the elect of the elect. You know, the elect of Israel, the governing body. They're not going to fall for no bullshit, no stumbling blocks like running a hurdle race. They're going to jump over all those hurdles and not stumble. You know, because they're going to clear them. Because why? They know it's bullshit, man. While the rest, they might stumble, fall, and all that, fall off the race, you know, fall behind and all that. You know, but the elect are not going to stumble, man. You know, that's why the scriptures tell you in Matthew. It said if it was so, they would fool the very elect, man. You know, but you can't fool the elect, man. Why? Because wherever the sun goes, so they because they hear his voice, man. All right, because they're the sheep.
And roughly paraphrase say, if this thing be of men, come to know, right?
Right. And, yo, and obviously it's not because we still out here.
Right.
The Black Panthers, if they'd have been out here, they'd have been gone.
Right.
But you would have infiltrated them. Y'all infiltrate Israel too. But it's so spiritual that you can't
stop the
you ain't
words.
hear about Caiaphas, and he was a wicked nigga. But you ain't hear about him trying to sell no drugs to Israel. You know, all you heard him about, he was trying to get money from him. You know, he trying to be that guy. That's about it. But y'all with the Black Panthers and all that, y'all put drugs and all that shit in their guns and everything, and that fucked up the whole community, man. You know? So that's how you know that was of man.
Hey.
This thing right here is not of man at all, man. This is of something that's way more powerful than you ever can imagine in your whole life, man.
Right. And we know when you set people up to act like they're men of the Lord, right? And saying things. Who was the one dude that they set up? He said he's the and he had men bringing out a whole bunch of guns. They wore black and all that. The NFA, the no effing around, some coalition. You don't remember that dude? Yeah, look that dude up. He was an Israelite, right? And he gonna bring guns and all that. Hey, we know when you set men up because we tell you that's not in scriptures. We tell you the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. We're waiting on Yahweh Bashim Shah to crack the skies, whether you believe it or not. We don't care. But you're not going to see us telling somebody to do harm to anybody else. Although you have set men up to appear as Israelites, we're telling you we condemn those people. So don't even bring them around us. Slick stuff you try to do and put on us. It's the Song of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 1. The Song of Songs, which is Solomon's. Let him kiss me with the kisses of his mouth, for thy love is better than wine.
Let's talk about the scriptures, man, getting that knowledge. I don't know Diddy stuff. You niggas, that's what a lot of dudes, they like to try to combat the scriptures and say things like that, but they don't understand it. So they would look at that as face value, like another man goes like, no, man, let's talk about wisdom, the wisdom of woman. You know, that's so fear. Kiss me with your kisses. Talk about give me that knowledge, give me that wisdom, man. That's how you look at this wisdom like it's a fine woman, man. You know?
Right.
That's the way that they compared things to that. You know, the woman, man, damn, it's a badass drawing. You need that. You don't want to spend all your time around her all day to get as much as you can get out of it. You know?
And that shows love too, because you ever watch mafia movies, Jordan Mafia, you know, they give each other a kiss. You know what I mean? There's a sign of respect. There's a sign of love, like, yo, that's my dearly beloved. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord kiss you is like, nigga, you get the kiss of knowledge or you get the kiss of death. You know what I'm saying? In other words, it's a formal respect towards, you know, our people. So when the scriptures speak about it, like the brother said.
Hey man, and they got that from us anyway, because that's what men of the Lord did in the ancient times, right? That's how much we cared about one another. I found it. You don't remember Grandmaster Jay, that dude from NFA? Yeah, that nonsense, man. He tried to pull out. Hey, his thing came to naught.
A couple years ago.
Yeah.
I remember the apostles talking about
right. Yeah, that was on my mind. I was like, man, I gotta find this dude, because of the savor of thy good ointments, thy name is as ointment poured forth. Therefore,
I said thy name.
Thy name is as ointment poured forth.
That's like anointing. So ointment. Like you get an ointment, a good smelling savor. You like, oh man, this ointment smells good, bro. You know. It said his name is like that. There go the name again. And this is going into the cup. Well, it hit the name. Now it's going to go into the cup. It's the brother brought out earlier about Putin that was bringing that up. You know.
John. It says, therefore do the virgins love thee. Verse 4, draw me. Will we run after thee? The king hath brought me into his chambers. We will be glad and rejoice in thee.
That's right.
We will remember thy love more than wine. The upright love thee. Verse 5.
Said the upright love thee, man.
John.
Not too wicked as me.
Right.
The upright, the ones that's out here really caring about the Lord, that's out on these highways and hedges for a reason, for a purpose, man, for the elect. That's the upright. Then you got the wicked that come out here. They just trying to make numbers for themselves, man. You know, they ain't concerned with the numbers of the Lord. They're concerned with the numbers of their congregation and the numbers in their pockets, man. You know, but all that's going to come to naught. And the Lord is showing you. So all that Christianity, with Putin, he dropped that bombshell. So you Christians that's in the church still think about a white Jesus and all that. That messed your whole head up, man. It's not what you believe. And if you had any type of sense, what we about to read in the Wisdom of Solomon when it gets to the sixth verse, it's going to tell you the color of the Israelites, the traditional color. But being as though races has been mixed and all that, going to first Ezra, you know, I can't think of the chapter right on top. You know, but it tells us when we go into another nation, we're not supposed to mix our seed with them, but we did it. You know, so now our seeds come out looking like all these different other nations. You know, so it's called a speckled bird as well. You know, but we're going into the traditional how the Israelites look. All right. To break down that whole wall, that whole barrier, because you got black only Israelites and all that. So they're not of they're of the elect of Israel, while of all the nations, yeah, they're elect of all the nations, but they're not the elect of Israel. Man. They're not the elect of the elect. So everybody gets some wisdom, but the elect, everything that they ask for, they're going to get it. Man. The Lord is going to give it to them. Start with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Man. You know? Got it, bro.
It says, I am black, but calmly.
Yeah, I am black, but calmly, man. You know? They say you're a black man, basically.
Yeah, and again, when we go through translation, I'm looking at it right now, we tell you we're not black, right? We say that, right? It's talking about a dark skin. It's not talking about,
right.
yeah, just because I know you simple people. But you say you ain't black, but you say that all the time, right? Yes, but that's why you have to go into the words. You're right, and it's shakar. Yeah, that's the word. Yeah. That's why I put it in the blue letter, right?
Of dark skin.
Right.
That also connects to as if it was burnt in the furnace.
Right.
Revelation 1:14 talking about the Son of Man.
Right.
His complexion as he was a copper complexion, as if it was burnt in the furnace. So
right.
Just connecting it with, you know.
Right. So
showing that because the scriptures describe him as coming from the tribe of Judah. So you got a lot of Christians that come up, the complexion don't matter, skin, you know, whatever looks, sun, whatever to that nation don't matter. It does matter because it's written in the scripture.
The truth matters.
So if it don't matter, all right. So if it don't matter, it's according to the spirit. Like how a lot of them say, it's according to the spirit. You right. So why you still got a white man with long hair when the scriptures say different? If it's according to the spirit, you know. I show you that these people are not moving according to what the scriptures say, but to their own feelings.
Well,
to
the bottom
way society promotes.
Yeah, and the bottom line is they still harbor that hatred against us because when we say we are the Israelites, when we say we are the true men of the Lord, they get upset.
Right.
But they don't get upset when the other people say they are who they are, right? So if it doesn't matter, then guess what? You shouldn't come against us as we are trying to spread some type of lie because you hate us so much. We can't possibly be the true biblical Israelites. That shows your hate. It has nothing to do with what we're saying. It has nothing to do with scriptures. It has everything to do with what you're showing, if it doesn't matter. Right? But we could be anything else but these men. But we are these men. Whether you like it, believe it, understand it or not. You're going to read it and weep. And you read it and weep right now in these scriptures.
Hey, don't it say, hate the, love, I hate the evil, love the good. So, what's evil? You changing the description of our ancestors. So, why should we love something like that?
Right, and it's just factual. It's just facts, you know, and everything is being revealed in its due course.
Purely
right?
facts.
Yeah, everything is being revealed. And if you had an ounce of righteousness, you would say, you know what? Or you had an ounce of fairness. Forget righteousness. If you had an ounce of fairness, you would say, you know what? They're right. Yeah.
Like, yo, you watch the movie Moses. Light skin, blonde hair. When the scriptures describe how you look when he put his hand in his garment and took it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm back.
And even us, we're telling you that skin color doesn't mean that you are or are not an Israelite.
Right.
So even we say that, but we know who we are. So you can look like any nation on this earth and be an Israelite through the seed of your father.
Right.
And we know that's a fact. We know that, you know, it is through the spirit at the end of the day.
Try the spirit, by the spirit.
Right. But you cannot say, because hopefully we are the men of the Lord, we are of the elect. You can't say who we're not, but that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to say who we're not, which is a lie.
It's, Isaiah chapter 5 and 20. It says, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil,
Yeah.
that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight. And, yo, that's what we're saying, man. You know, y'all saying that we're not these people. When we are, that's calling good evil.
Yeah, that shows their hatred, though. That shows your level of hatred.
That's right.
You know what? I'm gonna put together a number, maybe 119 for your so people can call. Anybody that hates on the true men of the Lord, call this number 119. The backwards of 911. And we're gonna start finding you. How about that? Hey, but guess what? One day you're gonna get that. It's gonna be trading places out here. So you're gonna get yours.
That's right.
Trying to set up laws for men of the Lord because they preaching out of the scriptures, right? That's how you know you're not the people. Because what does it say? The fathers are going to turn the horse back to the sons on these scriptures. The way we know you're not the people because you're trying to set up laws against the scriptures. Because you don't accept it. You don't want to accept it. You want to go against everything in this book. You know why? Because it was never given to you. And that's the fact.
God swiftly for you. This is Psalms 139 and start verse 18. It says, if I should count them, they are more in number than the sand when I awake, and I am still with thee. Surely thou wilt slay the wicked, O Most High. Depart from me, therefore, the bloody men. For they speak against thee wickedly, and thine enemies take thy name in vain. Do not I hate them, O Yahweh, that hate thee, and am I not grieved with those that rise up against thee? I hate them with perfect hatred. I count them mine enemies. Search me, O Most High, and know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts, and see if there be any wicked way in me, and lead me in the way of everlasting. Man. You know? That's what we telling you, wicked ass niggas, man. Starting with you Edomites. You know, we know y'all hate us, man. You know, we know that. We hate y'all too. Shalom. We hate y'all too, man. You know, with a perfect hatred. You know, and that's scripture. That's why I read it. You know, y'all do everything to try to make us the blame, try to put us in the ground. Y'all want our blood, but then got y'all turn around and say that we're the bad guys. You know? But the whole world is seeing. Even your own people is seeing how vicious y'all are, man. You know? That's why Putin getting involved on. That's why the Lord put the spirit on him to do so.
Hey,
So
hey,
this
what
is business, never personal.
what did chief of the UN say? I think it was yesterday. He talked about reparations. The UN. Now the UN talking about reparations,
But they know their time is up.
right? And he's talking about the slave trade in the Americas and Brazil and all that. So now you want to talk about reparations.
That's your reparations.
Right.
That's crazy.
These nuts.
Yeah. Look it up. Yeah. You go on. Yeah, man. Hey.
I read about it.
Yeah, say watch as well as pray. So I'll be on them news stations constantly, right? And reading officials. But yeah, he said that the other day.
What's the real reparation? Or in other words, the real restoration. When the Lord comes back to restore this place.
Right.
Not even this place. You know, because this place is going to be burnt into smithereens. The Lord is going to restore the nation of Israel.
Right.
And the rest of the earth.
Yeah.
You know, because the Lord's not going to utterly destroy the whole earth. Only the land of Babylon the Great, Babel, confusion, is land of confusion that we're in. Other than that, you know, because it ain't even just the land. It's primarily towards a specific nation that spread their lies to all the lands, the whole world. You know, that made the earth drunken with her wine. You know what I'm saying? Because that's America, Babylon the Great, with their wine, with their philosophies, and the earth is not the rest of the world. As far as the earth, when it says, you know, the earth, the rest of the world, these other nations, they're not falling for it no more.
Hey.
You
All
know,
these lies.
like the brothers just mentioned, Putin, that's over there in Russia. All of them is rebuking the lies and the agendas that America, Babylon the Great, has been promoted to them.
Yeah. You got the entire east of the world shutting them down, right?
Like the weak, what it say? Like the weak say, I'm strong.
Yeah.
They're strong in what? Their information. Now they're strong in their war tactics, military drills. So, hey,
And the vibration of the end of this thing is out there. You see what 50 Cent said too? He said, listen, this whole thing about to be over. So y'all might as well just relax. You talking about the end of the world.
Yeah, they know.
Yeah.
These niggas know they got that insight. That's why they got that clause in their contract
Right.
where they can't speak. They're giving information. That's why they got the hands over their eyes, the fingers over their mouth, and everything. Don't speak, you know. But it's basically see no evil, hear no evil. That's basically what it is, man.
But they'll put it out there sometimes in codes, right? But he said that, I think it was yesterday or something, right? Hey, man. Yeah.
They think they got their underground bunkers.
Right.
They're in the trick back too.
they'll fucking bust around, dude. Like the year 2000.
Oh, man.
When you made the album, so imagine now.
Yeah,
Exactly.
You know, like my man that got signed to Death Squad. This is years ago. He's not no prophet. None of that, man. He's an average nigga in the world that rap. He got signed by the Death Squad. That's how I know they give him information, because he put up a post way before this shit started happening. He was like, yeah, such, watch what Putin did. I'm like, fuck, you know that. I mean, we read the scriptures, man. But I know what you went to. I know you got signed by. I know what industry that you in. So they tell y'all inside shit. They try to make y'all feel like, yeah, y'all cool, yeah, y'all got it, we don't say nothing. But they put y'all in the trick bag yourselves.
Yep.
This is a judgment on Edom. Back to Bella. This is Ezekiel chapter 35, starting verse 1. It says, moreover, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. And that's what we're doing, man. We prophesied against you devils. You Mount Seir, you Caucasus Mountains dwellers. You Edomites. All right, you so-called white people. That's what we're talking about. And we use so-called white because you're not white, you're red, man. All right, but that's the terms that y'all giving yourselves. So we use those terms to further edify the people. All right? Verse 2. It says, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it, and say unto it, Thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua power, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee. I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. All right, so he's not coming to talk about this place on some, your reparations, which, NATO and all y'all trying to talk about that. The Lord is against you, your money system, your whole system, your spirit, your soul, your goddamn lands, man.
That's right.
It's against your nation, man.
That's right.
And all we're doing is coming to tell y'all that. And any nation that want to ride with your nation, and the Lord is against you too, man. Because you become an enemy of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And I don't give a fuck who's on this planet. You can't change our mind, man. Unless the Lord put the spirit on us to fall out.
Yeah.
You know?
They say, Lord,
You don't want that, because not the end, not the times we in right now. Hey,
You join hand with the wicked.
all right.
That's why the scripture said, if any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
Right.
Why? Because if you love this world, you love everything that the Lord spoke against.
Right.
And that's what you're promoting upon your children, upon your children's children. And that goes to generation to generation. That's why the majority don't know the Lord.
Hey.
And now, in this time, the Lord's waking up his men, taking them out of that bastard estate. You know what I mean?
That's why we pray for that faith.
To our remembrance. It's like,
Yeah, come on. But hey, that's why we pray for that faith, because it's not from us. We can't save ourselves. You know, the brother always bring that up. We cannot save ourselves. It is through the spirit, power, grace, and mercy of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Wadash. That's it.
that's right.
So we are humble enough to know that and pray for that strength. We pray that he continues to sup with us.
That's right.
We pray that he continues to hold us in the midst of him,
Right.
in the midst of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, you know, because, hey, we're worms out here. You know, we can't protect ourselves. He's the only one that can protect us too.
That's right.
So that's why we put our faith and trust in Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, and that's it. We ain't worried about what you tell us you're going to do to us.
That's right.
Go ahead and do it. And guess what? You probably can't do it because the Lord is telling you no.
Yeah, we got no choice.
Right.
Verse back in Ezekiel 35:3, it says, and said unto it, and say unto it, Thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua power, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the face of the sword, Salakia, by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity and the time of their iniquity had no end. And guess what? Niggas about to do the same thing again. Jacob's trouble. Time of our trouble, y'all about to start slaughtering us, man. Going back into what? 70 AD. The Roman persecution, man. Going back to all the captivity, man. Like I like to mention now, like Daniel 7. Daniel chapter 7 is a heavy chapter. You gotta get into it and break it down, man. Because it breaks down the downfall, the rise and the downfall of all these kingdoms. And it tells you that you got to know the scriptures and know the secular history, to know the names of the nations that it's talking about. You know, their rise and fall, the captains, the lieutenants, you know, all that, man. It's all in there. And that's why these devils are even more angry, because they're like, oh, how the hell? We never taught this in school. We had this from these niggas. So how are they getting it? Well, obviously, it's a spiritual being dealing with us, man. And we are the people that come out of this book. So anything that you try to set up or whatever you want to do, all you're doing is did the same thing you did in the past, man. You're doing the same thing Haman tried to do to Mordecai. You know, you're doing the same thing that the children of Egypt tried to do to us in Egypt. Wherever captivity that we was in, Y'all trying to destroy us, man. But we still here. Why is that? Because we are the children of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Arachah Kodash, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Promised seed.
Not a thing.
The promised seed.
Right.
That was given the covenant. So you can never erase that.
Hey,
He
they
was given that from the beginning.
and hey, they try to do it with the three wise men, right? What the king sent the three wise men to do? To find Yahushua.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
Because you wanted to cut off the seed. So what'd you do? You killed the firstborn.
Just what they say.
Right.
Just tell us where he was at.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we
Just to
can
back you
talk
up, brother.
bullshit.
Yeah.
We can
Yeah.
talk bullshit.
Right. Yeah.
That fucking
That's
you know,
that false
they
tongue.
try to do that reverse psychology.
Yeah. They always talk that nonsense.
Because that's deceptive.
Yeah.
Only a devil would do that.
And that's what the word devil means for you people that just get so upset about that word. It just means deceiver. It means deceiver. And you can have devils in every race, color, creed, whatever you want to call it. There's devils in every people.
Especially y'all look at Judas. He's a fucking devil.
Right.
Judas is scary. You know, he was a devil. You know, you had a few Judases, so we want to get it right. Judas Iscariot was a devil.
Right. So
Judas
just
Maccabees was on point.
right.
Because he fought against these niggas.
I got a precept. Real quick, Sirach, chapter 12, verse 10, also known as Ecclesiasticus. It says, never trust thine enemy, but like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. And that's heavy.
That's heavy.
So it's iron rusted. And we see the infrastructure of this place being destroyed. You know, even going back to the vision of Daniel with the toes that separated. The house divided against itself. The iron and the iron mixed with miry clay. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, and the men of the Lord are such a loving and trusting people that we will give you the benefit of the doubt. Right? But all you do is constantly lie. You constantly smile in front of our face, act like you're befriending us, and you just stab us in the back all the day long. That's why the scriptures say, as iron rusted, so does your wickedness, because you're just wicked against men of the Lord all day long. All you do is lie.
And eventually it's going to be sought out.
Yeah.
All your wickedness is being rusted, is being cankered. What they say, they are weary in their enchantments, roughly paraphrasing. I believe that's Isaiah 47, where it speaks about their enchantments, how they're starting to get weary, because, with so much things being exposed from them,
Right.
they can't hold everything secretly together no more.
Right.
So it's coming out like the water from every cracks, like a tsunami, like you can't contain it. You know what I'm saying? So now, that's why they gotta come down with force.
Right.
Why? Because they know that they have but a short time.
And they know their lies are not holding up. The lies, all them cracks in their lies is coming forth.
Right.
Like all you do is lie. You
So
write
they gotta
down lies, you
defend
speak lies. Right. Hey man, they can't do anything. They can't keep covering these holes up with lies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That song back in the day.
Yeah.
Why you always lying?
Right.
That's Esau, man. This is a quick one. It's Psalm chapter 58, starting at verse 1.
Right.
It says, the headline says, prayer for the punishment of the wicked.
Mm.
All right, it says, so the chief musician and the wicked is you 2/3 niggas and you
That's right.
mainly you 2/3 niggas. You already know Esau's a wicked, man.
The wicked.
As I say, you are, I believe that's in, correct me if I'm wrong, Luke or John, one of those two, where he stated that telling our people, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, that you are your father, which is
you are your
which
father.
is Esau,
That's a job.
right? Because what our people are following the ways of the heathen, which the Lord condemned when we read in the scriptures. Follow not the ways of the heathen. These people follow that. But we headed to fucking Easter weekend, Easter Sunday,
These are the mom.
you know, that bullshit, all these pagan rituals, because what? The eclipse is coming, they doing their rituals, they seances. You had March the 19th, the spring equinox. So it's all systematic. That's why we got our ceremonies and righteousness.
Right.
With the Passover, you know, we pray, we do this, that, and the third, so we can be exempt. You know, just like ancient Egypt, and these people, they don't get caught up with the dark seances that they trusted.
And all you gotta do is look it up. What is Easter about? Like, so you choose to be ignorant.
Right.
Oh, you are absolutely right now in today's day, all this information that's out here, so you can understand who you truly are, what you are truly doing. You choose ignorance. Well, matter of fact, the Lord has blinded you, the ignorant,
Right.
to think that the bunny is laying eggs.
Yo, then you carrying a computer in your hand, man. That's what a smartphone is.
Yeah,
Right, you got all the information in your hand. You can get it in an instant.
But they want to watch TikTok and all that bullshit. Instagram lives with people
All that bullshit tweeting our kids.
To be, yeah,
That's right, sister. That's
To
right.
be ignorant is a choice.
Right.
She telling the truth though.
Yeah.
She said all that. She said
Right.
all that. She said all that destroying our kids. That's
Right.
the truth. Now all of a sudden, because TikTok comes from China, which we knew that, because TikTok they're not calling for a ban of that over there.
Yeah.
You know, they're calling for a ban of TikTok over here in America.
Right.
You know, talking about it causes this, that. Y'all knew that shit from the beginning. Now y'all beefing with China, so now you want to try to take the Chinese things out of America. You know, which is further all it's doing is bringing it more to a head. Man. This is Psalm chapter 58, starting at verse 1. It says to the chief musician, Alton Mitton of David. Do ye indeed speak righteousness, O congregation? Do ye judge uprightly, O ye sons of men? Yea, in your heart ye work wickedness. Ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. That's how I underground the brother said. Talking about Esau always lying, man. No, they ain't judging righteously. No, they judging wickedly.
Right.
Everything that they do in their hands, man.
Yeah.
Everything that they do is wicked, man. It always has something to do. It's for the downfall of Yasharala. You know? They got a hard on for Yasharala.
Yo, and you seen that through generations. His mouth was smoother than butter.
Oh man.
You got where they broke the treaties with the natives.
Yeah.
Stabbing them. They doing it to the other nations. Making treaties, stabbing them in the back, and then giving them what's that? What they call it?
They not
tax
even,
them.
they sent all the money.
Where they tax the other nations. They,
Yeah. And
damn, I forget the name. It slips me right now, but you know that's just in their nature. It's a pattern. There's always been a pattern, you know. And that's why these other nations waking up. Like, yo, y'all niggas is a bunch of liars, bro. Like, yo, y'all fucking up. Y'all slipping. We see what's going on, you know.
yeah, they put sanctions, embargoes, and all those.
There we go,
Yeah.
sanctions. Where they,
Yeah.
because because Putin said what? They raise up ISIS. They pay them off.
Right, train them.
Right? And then they take over oil facilities.
Yeah.
Then they sell them to their allies. So where's the allies getting the shipment from? Okay, so now why aren't they getting sanctioned from these other countries like Russia and all that?
Right.
So if Russia was to give them sanctions, they'll promote it like, yo, Russia's the enemy. No, it's all deceptive, you know?
Hey, not only that, they'll give you money. They'll give other nations money to buy their equipment.
By their equipment, yeah. So if they say, oh, they're going to war, oh, these equipment came from such and such. So now they directing their focus over there. They're very deceptive, man, you know?
Yeah.
But see, the Lord's putting the spirit in Putin to know these things. To know the inside scoop. They're not ignorant of Esau's devices.
Same devices,
anymore.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Neither are we,
Right.
and neither are the men of the Lord.
You know?
That's why we know every time you open your mouth, it's nothing but a lie, and you're trying to sabotage the man of the Lord. And we see it just through your we can see through your spirit. can see right through your spirit.
It's like in the ancient time, I think it was back in Rome. You would have certain men. They will own like land, buildings and stuff, right? They will own the fire companies and all that. So what they was doing, if you didn't agree with them, what they was doing, they was burning your house down. So that was and they kept the money inside them. They would burn your house down, so that would make them have to call the fire department, but they would have to come out and put the fire out. So they get paid like that.
Yeah.
Now after they put the fire out, they sell you a house. So all that money still staying with them.
Right.
That's the same thing that they're doing now. You know, they're calling the problems they can use. Oh yeah, well yeah, and you're just going right back to them, man. You know, so they're the father of lies, man.
Hey man, they do that in every industry. Right. In the healthcare industry, what do they tell you to do? Oh, you got to go get this test. You got to go get that test. Meanwhile, the same health facility that is telling you got to go to this other place owns that other place.
Right.
To tell you got to go here for them to get more money, right? And not only that, they tell you got to put this pill inside your mouth, put that pill inside your mouth. You know, it's nothing but a scam.
They
nothing but a
They do that
scam.
with the entertainment.
What they call it, Ponzi scheme.
Right. Yeah.
And what them niggas do? Oh, I just got my record deal, my advance. You get it from the Amalekites. Then you take that advance, you take your dumb ass down to Jacob the jeweler, which they down with each other.
Right.
You buy some shit, and all they doing is keeping the money with them, man. You know, keeping your dumb ass retarded like our broke.
And our people so stupid that they just got to be so honest with them and believe everything they say. That's how they got us in a trick bag, because we'll believe everything that they say. But if a man of the Lord tell you something, you're not gonna believe that. But if they tell you something, you esteem it to the clouds.
Right. Yep.
Right? And you just gonna roll with it. No, they're lying. Stop telling them everything about yourself and everything else.
That's why they put them computer programs and all that.
Yeah.
Asking all your information and everything.
But if you were fair people, if you were righteous people of any sort, you wouldn't just lie every single minute you open your mouth. Or smile on somebody's face, but you want to do harm and evil towards them every second of the day.
Yeah, and that's heavy, because that's why they got the people in the music industry to basically snitch on themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yo, check it out. This is heavy. Song back in Psalms 58:4. It says their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf otter that stoppeth for ear, which will not heareth, which will not hearken to the voice of the charmers, charming never so wisely. Break their
What
teeth.
it say? The Lord's going to take away the wisdom from
Teaming. Yeah.
It says, break their teeth, O Most High, in their mouth. Break out the great teeth of the young lions, O Yahweh. Let them melt away as waters which run continually when he bendeth his bow to shoot his arrows. Let them be as cut in Let them be as cut in pieces. God,
And that's the Lord destroying NATO. Because, the beast, what's a beast? What's a dog? What's a lion without its teeth? The teeth represents the military system. So once the Lord breaks that, bam! Now you're weak. How can you go against? You know what I mean? So now the ones that was weak are now made strong. Because the Lord's breaking the teeth of this place, and you see that through the military. You see the whole infrastructure. You see how now they gotta make another draft and fucking all of that, you know? The military losing money for equipment and things like that. This is the weakest they've ever been, which makes sense because, we at the end. Defeat is the end thereof. So it only makes sense for them to be as weak as ever because they're at the end.
What does it say? That iron mixed with clay?
Yeah,
Iron mixed with clay, exactly.
Yeah. God. Hey, that's the spirit.
That's the weakest out of the gold, the silver, the copper.
Right.
Out of all these generations, things have been weaker and weaker and weaker.
Yeah, breaking off.
Even with our people, they're becoming more wicked and wicked and wicked. They got to be a stop at some point, right?
It tells you the earth is weaker through age.
Oh, yeah, come.
Then you got
Come.
Now the military, they're taking back people that retired, man. You went to the military, you did your little tour and everything. They making you active again. Dude was bitching about that shit. There was a dude on the TikTok.
He's like, yo, I did my time. I did my bid.
They thought they was good.
Yeah, he was bitching. He's like, damn, man, we gotta come back to this. He's like, yo, they can bring us back in here. Yeah.
I thought I retired.
Right.
Nah, we need every hands on deck.
Hey, all hands on deck. Yeah.
That also furthermore shows you how, how weak the infrastructure of the military is. People not trying to go there
Exactly.
anymore.
Right.
The women, they don't want to join because they like, damn, that's just the spirit that the Lord's put on. And that's why I was going to call for a draft to put these little niggas in there, man.
Right.
The ones that's coming up here now about to try to terrorize shit. You know? Anyway, back in Psalms 58 and 6, it says, break their teeth, O Most High, in their mouth. Break the great teeth of the young lion, O Yahweh. Let them melt away as waters which run continually. When he bendeth his bow to shoot his arrows, let them be cut in pieces as a snail which melteth. Let every one of them pass away like the untimely birth of a woman, that they may not see the sun. God dang. And this is what the Lord, what King David is calling for the wicked of our people and these other nations. It says, before your pots can fill the thorns, he shall take them away as a whirlwind, both living both living and in his wrath. The righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked, so that a man shall say, verily, there is a reward for the righteous. Verily, he is a power that judgeth the earth, man. That's right, man. And that's what we waiting for.
Yeah.
Because we come out here every week, we see these niggas, with their fucking Muslim bullshit on.
Hey, but what Apostle Tahar say? Just ignore it, right? Let's stay in the spirit and just teach and prophesy.
We see him every week, but guess what? We know that it's a reward coming for him. The Lord has a reward for these wicked niggas, and all they doing is setting themselves up.
He's marking themselves.
Yeah, exactly. They're setting themselves up for the failure. Because now you see they come out every week because you got the cops. Now the cops is on the corner. So it's like you say, gradualism, because now that you got the cops in there. These niggas keep acting dumb, now it's going to go from the cops to the National Guard. And that's all they want, because they don't care about these niggas, man.
Yeah, it's a setup.
They allow you to do it so they can kill you, dumbass niggas. So, what can we say?
I got something I want to bring out though. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 41, verse 8. But thou, Israel, art my servant, Jacob, whom I have chosen,
right.
The seed of Abraham, my friend.
That's right, and that's why we catch a lot of hell, man. That's why the Lord, a lot of things happen to us first. Because while the Lord chose us, he chose our nation. So he's going to deal with us first, man. He's going to, like, when all this hell starts, it's going to start at his sanctuary, right here, Israel. And starting on top of that, starting with the ones that know that they're Israelites. Not these 2/3 niggas, man. The ones, well, 2/3 of you niggas know that you're Israelites, man.
No, yeah, right. Just like
the main one.
Just like with Esau. Like we worried about the elites of Esau.
Right.
We started with them first. You know what I'm saying?
While I'm saying 2/3 of Israel, the 2/3, a lot of 2/3 know that they're Israelites, Because you got to think about the wicked scribes and Pharisees, the ones that was back then. That's why when I was listening to Apostle Kabar's video, and he was going into, man, that's why you can't get with all Israel, man. All Israel not going to be saved, man.
Yeah.
Not right now. You know? Because they have to come back in their lot, who they were. Who was they back in those times? That's why it talks about the regeneration. Where Yahweh Shah said in Matthew, if I believe I'm not mistaken, the 24th chapter, you'll follow me in the regeneration. Right? And that's right now. We're regenerated. We're back here on the earth. Come back in our lot and teach the same thing that we taught. But this time, only in this time, is going to be fulfilled. Those prophecies of old are going to be fulfilled in this lifetime. You know?
Yeah.
You see the RFID microchip. You see the Lord come back. You're going to see the new Jerusalem coming down. That's about to be fulfilled in this lifetime, in this age, in this era, man. And it's been preached about over 2,000 years ago, all the way up until now. The prophecy been rolling since the beginning of time, man. You know? And all we out here doing is fulfilling it, man. So you niggas that talk about, oh yeah, back in the Bible times, well, you don't know what time you're living in, man.
Right.
Still stuck on stupid, man. And you stuck in the world, you stuck in that Christianity doctrine. You know?
Your head's still stuck in Uncle Sam's ass.
Yeah, that got a lot of men messed up, man.
So with that Isaiah 41, it's talking about his chosen people. So I want to get into Jeremiah 50, verse 33. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together.
Right, and that's what you see now in all these inner cities. You know, and they'll go, matter of fact, you go over there to Cali, man. You know, you got the SCs, you know, which is the Issachar. You got Ephraim, you know, you got Judah, you got Benjamin, you got Levi. You know, you got a whole bunch. Even New York too. You got all the tribes, but they all been oppressed together.
Right.
But they spread them out in different neighborhoods, man. You know, and they're the same people. They like the same things. You know, maybe the music may differ,
but still got the flavor, right? They still got the rhythm.
You do the same fucking shit.
Right.
You just a different tribe, and you look at each other like y'all really different.
But yeah, with some hatred, right?
You got Issachar beef with Judah.
Right.
Oh, look at these niggas. You like, motherfucker. Niggas like cornbread too. You know, but hey man, but that's how you know the trick bag that Esau has himself. Because you can separate a neighborhoods, and all these Negroes live around each other, but yet they go against each other and kill each other, and you can section it off. You know,
hey, but that also against the Southern Kingdom and the Northern Kingdom, how we broke apart back then, right? We was warring against each other back then.
Right, yep.
Right?
The wars, huh?
Yeah. Yep. So, hey, they went over to the Americas, all of them, and now you see the migrants that's coming back over here, right? A lot of them are the Israelites coming back, right? Right? So it says, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go, which again, who's at the bottom? In every city, it is the children of the Southern and Northern Kingdom. We're at the bottom together. And that's why we still going back and forth with each other, like the crabs in the barrel of the whole nation of Israel. But it says what? Their Redeemer is strong. Yahweh of hosts is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause.
Right, and plead meaning he's not coming begging.
Right.
Coming pleading, going into Isaiah 47 when he said he's not going to meet you as a man. Right? So when because a man, when he came as a man, he came talking. You know? So when it's going into the pleading, he's coming back to wreak havoc. You know? Going back to wreak havoc, man. He's coming to slaughter shit. These niggas out here, man. This shit is getting so fucking annoying, man. See, and that's the shit we be talking about, these degenerates. These dumbass niggas come out here and do shit like that when the Lord lays them down. Oh, he was a good man. He was a good boy. He did this. This nigga was a fucking terrorist.
Right.
That's why I say, yo, sooner we're not. I know we're not gonna be out here too much longer. The Lord ain't gonna have us out here too much longer with all this confusion.
Unnecessary
Dropping
confusion.
like flies.
Hey, and what? I thought this was a holy month too.
Exactly.
Right.
What happened to that?
What are y'all doing?
What happened to that?
That's why you know again the distinction of true men of the Lord.
That's right.
We're not out here fighting against each other.
That's right.
You fighting against each other. This is a holy month for you, right? Come on, man. That's how you see the difference between the true believers of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Yeah, that's why these have nothing to do with us, right? But it said the Lord is going to plead their cause, that he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon.
Now we gotta get a slap.
God. It says their Redeemer is strong. Yahweh of hosts is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause.
We need to go into the name again.
God.
You know, it said Yahweh of hosts is his name. And that's the time too, but it says his name, Yahweh of hosts. What the host, the king of armies, man. That's what that is. The host is the armies, man.
God.
That's why Yahweh Shah said he can call down a legion of angels, man. To come destroy some.
And it says that he may give rest to the land. Ain't no rest. Look at this.
Right.
Nothing but confusion, utter nonsense. But it says
You said it said
that he may give rest to the
See,
land.
and look, and that's beautiful. And the brother just spanned the camera, man, because you got Esau out here, who is the Lord's sword. They can't even bring no peace to this place.
Right.
They can't even handle these little ass niggas, man. You know, and that's how I know that the Lord is turning up these spirits, man. You know, it's just escalating more and more and more, and they're allowing these things to happen. So what? They can bring in the National Guard. They can bring it to that next state, because over there in Chicago, in certain areas, you have after a certain time of the night, there's no more calling 911. You're getting an automated service. So just imagine if that was happening here right now after 9 o'clock. You can't call 911 no more. From 9 to 7 in the morning, something like that. Yeah, from 9 to 7 in the morning, you can't call them. What the hell you think gonna happen at night?
Yeah, right.
With these little monsters, man.
No response.
You know?
And again, let's be real. They didn't want to do anything. The cops was already out here.
Exactly. Yep.
You just wanted to put on a show.
Yep.
Because if
Yeah,
you really
yeah.
wanted to do something, you'd be in an alley somewhere getting busy.
They just entice this shit. They don't
Yeah,
want
you
shit,
don't,
know?
but you don't want to do anything. So stop it. Stop it. You saw you had 4 SWAT cars already out here.
Right, if it was serious.
Yeah, you already had it. So you know these won't come and stop.
Yep.
You already knew that.
That's like a nigga that want to fight. He really don't want to fight.
Right, but
You see
let everybody hold him
around
back.
him.
Yeah.
Hold me back.
Yeah.
Hold me back. Yo, he
He like, hurry up, grab my arm, hurry up.
The niggas let him go. He like, hold me back.
You gonna jump into somebody's arms to hold you back.
That's these niggas out here. They pump faking, man.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But it did say that he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon.
Right, disquiet to fuck them up, man. Cause yo, these people, they not doing none of that. But yeah, real quick, back to Brother. We got some these damn demons out here. Second Ezra's 5. Let's start verse 7. It says, "In the solid sea shall cast out fish and make noise in the night, which many have not known, but they shall all hear the voice. They shall all hear the voice thereof. There shall be confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and mistress women shall bring forth monsters." Man. And that's what we're seeing out here, monsters. From these menstruous women, meaning they had their monthly, their moon, their cycle, their child, they call it when they bleed. The menstruous women, man, they bringing forth monsters because there's no father in the household.
To order.
Yeah, they let the kids outside. Matter of fact, the kids is raising the parents, man. You know,
The kids are fucking the parents up.
Yeah, the parents are scared of the children now.
They fucking the parents. Yo, and
that goes back to what Biggie said. You know, what Biggie said. He said, "Look at them now. He said they even fucking scared of us." And that goes back into what, the 90s, man. That was like in '93. So now fast forward to now, 2024. Look at these niggas now. These parents are absolutely terrified of their children, man. You know? That's why they let them come outside and do what the hell they want to do.
No, because they were once like that. Not only that, that just shows you the type of generation that we're in. Because throughout different generations, things are just getting worse and worse and worse. The Lord says He's going to come visit through the third and fourth generation. You know? So how much worse can he truly get until the Lord come back? You know? And to replenish our people. That shit is madness. You don't even want kids in this generation. You don't even want to have, and that's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But they are monsters. Because they're the product of this environment, of this society.
That's right. That's right.
Yo, and Esther saw that. Because the Lord gave him the vision to see that. You know? That's why we must just continually call upon the Lord and seek the Lord while He may be found. Call upon Him while He is near. Because you see the destruction of your people. You see the destruction of the society. You see it all. So the only thing that can bring salvation is the Lord coming back to restore us. Because if not, we'll all be destroyed. So you people better hope what we're saying is the truth. You know?
Yeah.
You better hope what we're saying is the truth.
God, precept. It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, verse 7. But the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee, for they will not hearken unto me. For all the house of Israel are impotent and hard-headed and hard-hearted. Hey, and that's what it's showing right now, right? Start with our youngins. They're hard-hearted, which means they don't hear what the scriptures have to say, right? And they don't want to listen. They're not hearkening to the men of the Lord, right? But the Lord set it up that way. But it says, verse 8, behold, I have made thy face strong against their faces, which He's made our faces strong against theirs. Where again, we're going to stay 10 toes down against all this madness that's happening out here. And thy forehead strong against their foreheads.
Right. So they mean mug, we can do the same thing.
Right.
And then we gotta realize that these niggas is children. Man.
Right.
They're children, they're kids, man.
Yeah.
You know, and that's how we say it. But see, we view them like that, and they're enemies too, though. Don't get it twisted. Because they're going against the spirit, power, mercy, by some outside, you know, by trying to disrupt the word, but they can't, you know. And that's why the Lord is going to destroy it. But see, the way these Edomites look at them, they don't look at them like Lord nephews and sisters and brothers.
Right.
They look at them like, yo, that's an enemy.
Yeah.
I gotta lay him down.
Yeah.
You know, and that's how when these other these foreign troops come over here, which they already here, they're going to do the same thing.
Right.
You know, that's why they're going to return. That what the Lord said, He's going to remove far from you the army of the north.
And there's going to be no talking either. They just going to start blasting.
And what was the incident
Please
with
first ask questions.
Right.
what was the incident with the young boy in the ancient, cotton picking times, where he blinked at the white girl
Right.
and they beat him to death?
Emmett Till.
I mean, too.
So they say. And then she said she lied about the whole
Yo, and then, matter of fact,
But that just
like,
shows the remorse that they had.
Right.
And he was a young boy. He was
Right.
Probably
Right.
11.
Yeah.
The nigga ain't even
Right.
shooting nothing out yet.
Right.
And they, you know?
that reminds me of that situation. It was a girl on the internet recently. She had to be like a toddler, maybe 4 to 5 years old. She was lying because her mom was like, yo, who ate these cookies or whatever? Chocolate chip cookies, some cookies or whatever. So she's showing it a rapper. She said, oh, I didn't do it. Somebody broke in our house. And she was like, oh, so they broke in the house. She's like, they ain't touched the TV, they ain't touched no jewelry, they ain't touched none of this. She said they just came to take these. She was like, yeah, that's what they did, Mom. She's like, oh yeah, and it was a black man. I said, wow. Wow. So now what you
Can
said
barely
with
talk.
Yeah, with the Emmett Till shit. And that go back to that the wicked are strange from the womb, man. As soon as they come out, they go out speaking lies. So now that possibly, like, she could have been one of those ones in the ancient time to get one of our ancestors home, man.
Right.
You know, for a lot. Just like those women that went down there to the Bahamas, man. And 2 women, a mother and daughter, I think, or whatever, they buddies or whatever. So they went down there, they ended up getting the BBC, and then they tried to blame it on those men, said that they raped them, man. You know? So like, no, man, you don't trust them, man. Like these devils is crazy, and they make shit up. Try to get us killed, man.
Right. There's been plenty of
That's what it's all
stories.
about. Yeah. And
that
always
they're
gonna
lying.
come down. Yes, and it's about to come down to that right now because we like I said, we tonight sundown will end the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Right? You know, another one down. Lord's willing. This will be the last one here in Babylon.
Lord willing.
We come to deliver us because we got a whole lot of stuff that's up and coming with this eclipse. This is the first time I ever heard in my life. This is a full eclipse, and it's going to I think 7 towns in America named Nineveh. Now, if you go back to ancient Nineveh, the Lord gave them, I think it was 40 days a day, 40 years to repent, but they did it. So he ain't destroying right then and there, you know. But here, the Lord is going to destroy this place. And we've been prophesying about it. And matter of fact, it's in Nineveh, Pennsylvania. You know? So it's going to cross over here, and it's crossing out America. And this is the first time you ever heard of in history where they got the National Guard set up. You got CERN where they're trying to do they're trying to release those demons. They're trying to tap into the spirit world. You know? Right.
Yeah.
And then you have the National Guard, the CERN. Oh, and they're shutting down schools, man.
Right.
Yeah. They're saying like, yo, people gotta prepare, you know, because they might
Stay
be
inside,
like,
all
like
that.
a cellular outage. Prepare for gas. You know, make sure you got a week's worth supply of food. You know, these are the things that they're saying. You know, and why would they say that if there was no cautionary measures for what's to come? So that should make you question. You know, y'all telling us this, right? Then on top of that, after this, there ain't gonna be no solar eclipse ever till the Lord come back. You know, so you know the scriptures speak about the signs in the heavens, strange sights and signs. You know, chariots popping up, strange fucking apparitions showing up, people just being frightened with the sights they see, animals leaving their habitats. You know, because that's going to be another form of judgment too with these animals, these wild beasts, the teeth of the beasts. You know, so you know, expect to see fucking, you know, things that are strange even in the horizon, you know? Because that's what we got. We battle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. We know that we battle against demons, principalities, spirits, you know, strange apparitions. We understand that, you know? And so what? With these things being revealed, like the brother just mentioned, it's showing how these elites, the top, you know, the royal families, how they working on things on the left-hand side. through the media, through the television, through their strange adjournments. However, you know, but that's about to be an end. And it's all being exposed, man. You know?
Yeah, going into that 3 days of darkness in Egypt.
Right.
Now they're trying to say that this eclipse is coming on April the 8th. It's going to be on the same day back in ancient Egypt when they had an eclipse, and then it was 3 days of darkness in Egypt. You know, now you got here in Babylon, you got the Amalekites and all that. You got April 22nd. They trying to say that that's their Passover. You know? And we're just getting out of ours. You know? So they follow that on the what's his name? All right, but this is Exodus, just to back it up. So to see what happened back then. Who knows? It might be a blackout, it might not. But they've been speaking about it, and if they do their diligent search and all that. All right, so this is Exodus chapter 10, starting at verse 21. It says, and Yahweh said unto Moses, stretch out thy hand toward heaven, and there may be darkness over the land of Egypt, even darkness which may be felt. You know, and that's how dark it got, man. It said darkness that may be felt, which I'm going to grab it in the NLT as well. All right, but it says, so it be darkness that may be felt. That's how dark it was. You couldn't even see right in front of your hand. Like you couldn't see your hand in front of your face. That's how dark it. Yeah, that's how dark it got, man. You know, and you got darkness. How they say now it's going to get dark out here. You got dark on a lot of levels. That's why they're saying about stock up on your food and this and that. You ain't doing none of that, man. You stocking up on your
the spiritual food, the real food.
You don't know where we going to be at, where we going to be going. The hottest thing may happen. You might be going in transit going somewhere. All of a sudden, everything go out. Boom. You know? So you gotta, hey man, that's why you gotta have that faith in Yahweh Shah, man, by Shema Rakazakas. Because we don't know nothing. All you're doing, when I say you stockpile for the elect. That's all you're doing. You're stacking up that food because you might be in transit somewhere to the man of the Lord is going crazy and everything. You got the troops and this and that. You watch that movie, with Patrick Swayze back in the day. Red Dawn. You watch that. Look at that scenario, how shit happened. You had people that was in school and shit like that. So they couldn't make it back home. And it tells you in the scriptures, man. Wherever you at, do not return home, man. Don't go back home for nothing. Wherever you at, that's where you at.
Keep moving.
Yo, you got a boogie, man.
Yeah.
You got that boogie.
Right.
You know what the scripture said, man.
And we're living in dark times.
Yeah.
The valley of the shadow of death.
Right.
You know?
It says in Moses, verse 22, back in Exodus 10 and 22, it says, and Moses stretched forth his hand toward heaven, and there was a thick darkness in all the land of Egypt 3 days.
Yo, and what? And you gotta understand, dumb people probably felt shit hovering over them, touching them,
That's what it says.
fucking with them. You know what I'm saying? Like strange demons, apparition. Their body was feeling shit. Oh, what was that? Oh. You know, because when you're in the darkness, you start like being weary. You know what I mean? The threes understand it. That's part of the plagues. You know, the Lord changed now. He did it then. He's going to do it again. Chill. You know?
You start seeing shit.
Hey, you start, yeah, hell yeah.
It says, verse 23, it says, they saw not one other, neither rose any from his place for 3 days. But all the children of Israel had lit in their light in their dwellings. So, all them other nations, they was done, man. Just imagine, like now, you got a thunderstorm, your lights go out and everything. And this reminds me of as well going to what? Jacob's Trouble. That's why we're not concerned about the things that's coming to this place. Because it said the children of Israel had light in their dwellings, all of them. You know, the scriptures say, what? My servants shall eat.
That's right.
You know, while y'all thirsting, the Lord's men going to drink. While y'all hungry, the Lord's men going to eat, man.
That's right.
So if you trust in these words, you believe in these words, like Elder Yashawama says, for the believers, If you're a real believer, you're going to believe what the Lord said.
Yeah.
That's what the Lord talks about. The believers, your belief, your faith. You know? A lot of these niggas, they're going to lose all of that. All hope's going to go out the window when these things start coming. You know?
Yo, in them dark times, you're gonna want to have that light, which is this word, because that's gonna guide you to know where to go, to know that the Lord is directing you in these dark times we're headed to. So He got to deal with you through the Spirit to let you know, like, yo, all right, the Lord's with us. You know, He got us. Because the majority, they're gonna be in panic mode. These people don't know what it is to really deal in a time of darkness, all the grid shut down, no phones, no. When I was a young boy in New York, we had blackouts. We had the extension cord all the way down in apartment buildings, fucking radios, and you know what I mean? You know, I experienced that. You know, brother, all of us experienced that at one point. But this is coming to a time where it's like, never ever seen. And these young fucking maggots, they never really understand real, you know, stressful environment type of time. You know what I'm saying? A survival type time, like real, you know? Well, it's where, to the point where it's affecting everybody, the whole neighborhood. That's what's gonna drive motherfuckers, because they don't know why. It's prophetic events. As we telling them, they don't know. That's why they're going to go into panic mode, invading one another's neighbors, invading one another for the lack of bread, for the lack of information, the this, the that. So it's going to be a complete domino effect, and we'll see. It remains to be seen.
And all hell is going to break loose. And the only people that are going to have any type of wisdom and understanding of the times and knowing what to do are the men of the Lord. That's why it tells you a man of the Lord is going to be more precious than fine gold. That's why it tells you 7 women shall take hold of one man. That's on this side. Because we are the ones that are going to be given that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of what to do. We're not just going to react and respond in an emotional way. That's why we don't get emotional when this stuff is happening out here. Hey, we're going to continue to teach and preach the word of Yahweh Shem Shah. No matter what type of chaos is happening around us, we want to stay focused on the scriptures, right? Because He's given us the knowledge, wisdom, understanding to be able to preach this word and also act accordingly. And that's what we're doing, regardless.
Then, like a lot of these niggas, some of them been traumatized. You know, they got their parents as drug addicts, you know, out the house. So they think that they being men. That's why a lot of them come out here, do all this type of wicked stuff, sell drugs and all that, thinking that they're being a man, trying to make some type of money for the household, and thinking that's what makes it go, keeps everything afloat. But they sadly mistaken. This is Yahweh Shem outside. And the reason why these things are happening to them now, because they're the same children whose parents, or they could be them in the flesh too, who called for Yahweh Shah's death, man, at Mount Sinai. Not Mount Sinai, you know. But who's that? What's that? Yeah, come. You know. So they called for his death, and now all these things are happening, and they want somebody to you know, have some sympathy. We don't got no sympathy. We don't even pray for them.
Right, scripture say, believe in Jeremiah, pray not for these people.
Because we see the and there are a lot of them that, like I said, they're confused, man, they're sick, and they need healing. But at the end of the day, it's up to the Lord for them to hear His voice. They don't hear it, they don't hear it. That's what I meant. But I'll be back. Exodus chapter 10 and verse 25, it says, and Moses said, thou must give us also sacrifice. Matter of fact, Salaki. Going back to 25. Exodus chapter 10 and 24 says, and Pharaoh called unto Moses and said, go ye, serve Yahweh. Only let your flocks and your herds be stayed. Let your little ones also go with you. So, yo, he still wanted to keep us in there. even with this gross darkness, and that's why the Lord had to build up to all the plagues that He sent to that place. But now look, watch. When the darkness comes here, Babylon, you think they still gonna allow us to go? Oh yeah, y'all the Israelites. Yeah, that's why the strikes happen. Yeah, y'all go serve your house. No, they still not gonna do it. Nigga, get up and go to work. The next day, when everything goes back so-called normal and everything, they're still not ready to release us. That's why the Lord is putting the clamps on this place. And you're seeing this place is finished, and you're seeing it start to fall. The infrastructure, the businesses. You got, I forgot what company it was, but they shut down all their companies. I think it was JCPenney or something like that, but it was like a major a place or a business that you knew growing up in Babylon. Now all these places starting to be shut down. But the Lord said, what? The grinding shall cease.
Right. And not just all the places being shut down, people can't afford to live.
That's right. They're being put in their house.
Revelation 6:6 is in full effect. A penny a week for, hey.
Yo,
the inflation.
Gas started to go up again. Yeah. And people sitting there, they complain about that, and they like, they like, maybe this place got the gas is cheap, because Jake, they got so much distractions while they're raising up everything, and everybody's so caught up in this Diddy thing. Now that's a great distraction because what? He had a stronghold on a lot of you niggas, on a lot of your children, man. He had a stronghold on a lot of your children and all that, man. So now he's still got the stronghold on you, where you hear about him, you're interested in his lifestyle and what he did wrong and all that. Which we've been telling you all the things from the rich, man. We've been telling you everything that they've been doing. But now all of a sudden you want to say don't get it into that. Y'all knew what it was, man, and y'all gave y'all children to him for them to sit there and watch it, and now your children grew up in that lifestyle. Then they want to be just like that.
Exactly.
Anyway, it says, our cattle also shall go with us. There shall not an hoof be left behind. For thereof must we take to serve Yahweh our power. And we know not with what we must serve Yahweh until we come thither. So they was something like, everything that we got to take with us to serve the Lord. Because what? They know you had to do the sacrifices. We had all that, man. We did all those things. So there's like, wherever we went, whatever stuff that we had, like, this is coming with us. We serve the Lord. This is a part of us, and it's coming with us, and we're going to use this to serve the Lord. We're not leaving it for y'all, man, to sacrifice to your idols and all that. So that's the Pharaoh trying to be slick. But it says, but Yahweh hardened Pharaoh's heart. See that? But Yahweh hardened Pharaoh's heart, and he would not let them go. And Pharaoh said unto him, get thee from me, take heed to thyself, see my face no more, for in that day thou seest my face, thou shalt die. And Moses said, thou hast spoken well, I will see thy face again no more. So hey, Moses different. Like, okay, that's what you're saying. You spoke well, okay, well, right. I'm out. Because I know my power too. And that's what we telling y'all, man. Look, man, we telling y'all, let us go, man, leave us be. All we want to do is serve our power, man. And the Lord, when he cut the lights off here, all these little niggas that's running around terrorizing, they're going to run in fear. Just because society's up, they got a little protection, they still run from the cops. So they ain't that bad.
Public enemy.
What you gonna do when the grid
What you gonna do when the grid shut down?
What you gonna do, man?
Because that's part of that whole great reset.
And these niggas, they're gonna go fucking crazy because now what? You don't got your internet, you don't got your phone,
no TikTok,
no
YouTube,
no food in the refrigerator. The shit's gonna start rotting.
Right.
Medicine needs to be cold in the refrigerator.
Yeah.
So that now there's no medical.
Right.
Then what? No, that's going to cause invasions to stores.
Hey, that's what we said. All hell is going to break loose.
That is the neighbor's houses.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Then they're gonna have to gas the cars.
Yep.
That's
Lord.
gonna cause what? Civil unrest, martial law. So we're not ignorant of these devil schemes.
Right.
As it tells you in the NLT. We're not ignorant of Satan's devices. We're not ignorant of the devil's schemes. You know? We know what it is. Election. The election is coming up.
That shit probably even happened. But this is Second Ezra, chapter 15, starting at verse 11. It says, "But I will bring them with a mighty hand and stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues."
Yeah,
you
that's
had
the
that?
spirit. Yeah.
Oh, that's what you had?
Yeah. Exact. That's hey man, you can't make this
Damn,
up.
that's
man.
crazy.
Because the brother told me like 10 minutes ago.
Oh snap! Yeah,
You can't make it up.
damn,
That's crazy.
Second Ezra chapter 15 and 11. Confirmation.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
says, but I will bring them with damn and yo, we just finished reading Exodus 10.
Right.
No, they come back to this.
Exactly.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
It says, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundations of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it.
No, and that shows that's Ezra seeing the vision of now, because he said again, as what? As before. So you know what?
This is
Scripture say how the Lord.
It's like recess.
The
It's
Lord-
like
the Lord
recess.
changes
And
not.
here go the recess officers right there. This recess. This is madness. This is just utter madness. Like, and they can't even do anything. Yeah. They can't even do anything.
Yeah, this is a glimpse of what's to come.
Right.
But just imagine they just raiding and riding and everything.
Yeah.
That's how I know that we're not going to be out here that much longer.
Yeah, they heard what I said. It's recess.
Yeah.
I'm playing out
Yeah,
here.
kind of, they let them outside.
Yeah, let them
Stand in
outside.
the
Yeah. Blow the whistle.
corner.
Stop that. Stop that over there. Yeah, I'm saying, hey, man.
You be in the yard, they just watch the thing.
Yeah. Recess.
Make sure you don't do
Yeah.
this.
Recess monitors.
If they touch you, then
Right.
go on their ass.
Yeah.
They'll let them fuck each other up.
Yeah.
Let's hop back in.
Man.
Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 11. It says, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundations of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment. The Most High shall bring it upon it. Man, the Most High shall bring upon it. Man, so yo, the Lord, see, that's how bad the Lord is. The Lord, all these things that we're seeing, that's why we able to be so calm. Because we
Right, in the midst of this nonsense.
yeah,
Chaos.
no, and the Lord said, man, he said, if a man's way so pleases the Lord, even his enemies will be at peace with him.
Right.
And it's funny because the law just was standing over there, and now they came over here and we stand over there.
Right.
You know, and why is that? Because the Spirit is here.
Yeah.
You know, the Spirit is here. This the real protection, man.
Right.
We're not making it so damn bullshit. But they really literally was just over there standing with those children there. Now they come right over here standing right next to me.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
That's the Spirit.
Looking.
That's called real authority.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
We don't have no guns, no back, none of that,
Right.
man. We got
Yeah.
these books.
That's right.
So that's the truth. We have the truth. And the Lord he got that hedge above us. You know, because what it said, where 2 or 3 are gathered in his name, they're going in
In
his
the midst
name.
of it.
And what's that? It's like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. What they said, did not we throw 3 men in the fire?
And then
So why are there 4?
Uh,
So it's the 4th right here.
Yo, and that, come.
We're not
That's
making
that
this
hedge.
stuff up. We're not making this stuff. This is spiritual. We ain't playing this. The Lord did this.
Yo, and also, even when they try to conspire against Paul, when they conspired against him, they send up 40 men. Yo, we ain't gonna eat until we kill him.
Right.
Yo, the Lord had troops in that vicinity. They knew Paul was a Roman citizen, so they got him up out of there. That was that hedge.
Right.
Even though they wasn't, you know what I'm saying? The Lord still had it to where the enemy still kept him, you know, the Lord used the enemy as a hedge, so to
Right.
speak. You know what I'm saying? So you never know what the Lord is protecting you from. Protecting you from the heathens or even your own people. You gotta know the spirit, you gotta know the scenery, you gotta know what you're involved in. You know? Even if you go to another state, another city, visiting brothers, you don't know the area, you know what I'm saying? But the Lord always has it to where He has a hedge around you, regardless. Whether it's angels in disguise, whether it's, you know, that's the time we're in, bro, you know?
It's 2 Ezra 15 and verse 13. It says, "They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the blasting and hail, and with fearful consolation." Yo, that's a cut to you dudes that was talking about growing your own your gardens and all that.
Right.
How you gonna be able to do that when times come? You see, this is a glimpse of everything.
Right.
When they running down on everything, how you gonna have a time to go take up the garden?
It's gonna be gone anyway. They're taking all that up.
Niggas gonna stomp over it.
Right. Yeah.
You gonna have animals, wild animals coming through.
Right.
Because I'm telling you, this time that we're coming into is gonna be, you're seeing a change.
Yeah.
Like if you got a brain in your head, you can see.
You can feel it. Yeah, you can feel it.
You can feel the things shifting.
Yeah.
You may not know why these things are happening, you know, but you know something's happening.
Right.
Anybody. It says, check it out, Dan. This is verse 14. It says, "Go to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction doth lie, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and sword in hands, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, nor and the course of their actions shall stand in their power." And we're seeing that right now. They're not regarding their kings or their princes.
No, at
They're
all.
not regarding the laws standing out here. They don't give a
Yeah.
fuck,
Right.
you know?
Lawless.
Yeah.
And that's it's only going to escalate even more and more and more, to the point where now they're begging. Just because they're going to be begging for these troops to come on in the cities and all that,
Yep.
because they can't control these little niggas, man.
Yeah.
You know, the cops ain't going to be man. F them. We trying to take care of our families.
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
know? So it's going to be basically every man for himself.
Like you mentioned with the Chicago job,
Yeah, come.
after a certain period of time, no, upper PA too. Now upper PA, they got law enforcement. They can't take calls after a certain time.
Wow, Kaka, yeah, I did read that. Yeah, yeah.
Nah, it was like 9 at night or something.
Yeah.
I know it's like nighttime.
But that just goes to show, because yo, a lot of shit go down at night, you know?
Yeah.
So now it's a burglary like 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. What you doing? Now you gotta wait till the next day
Right.
for them to file the paperwork and this.
That's why they need that C-hip, so they can monitor your every move.
Exactly.
You know, they want to have all that cameras and anything like that. They're going to be able to take the picture of your face and all that.
And you see how now, even in
Right.
like working security, you got different security systems and cameras. Whenever you walking in, it
They
always
scan your face. They go right to your face. They scan it.
Green box around your face.
Yeah.
Some of them turn green, some turn red.
Yeah.
I guess the green was they identified, the red was
Right.
box your face, whatever.
Yeah.
But those, like the brother said, that B system, that C-hip thing, man. You know, it says sedition among men with the brother just read. You know, sedition, they're going to be going at it each other. Look at what happened with the what's that? Down there with Donald Trump, where he's going to the now for it. What's that? Not the Pentagon, the Capitol. Capitol building, man. You know, when they ran all up in there.
Oh, the riot, Capitol riot.
Yeah, got all these charges stacked against him and all that, man. You know? Well, all this place is coming to is lawlessness, man. We about to get out of here. These niggas is about to be crazy. You got the classic, but you still got some more.
Got the classic. It's the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 16.
Good.
And he causeth all, both small and great,
Right.
rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Right.
And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 636.
Right.
666.
That's right. Which that system is already set up. When I seen a video, there was a woman. I think she was with her boyfriend. They was in a Whole Foods. She was like, "Look, man," she's like, "I got the RFID microchip. I'm gonna pay for my groceries with my hand."
Oh, the
And
army?
then-
Yeah, the army.
And the dude ain't believe it. And she was telling, "No, you gotta get this from the army now." So you niggas that's in the military and all that, once you put that chip inside of your body, it's over, man. There's no salvation for you. The only thing that's for you is death. And that's why we bring it out every week and we stress it to you. You know, that RFID microchip is the mark of the beast. You take it, you're destined for death. And there's no getting around it. All right? You know?
Yeah, you can't take it out and never come.
Hey, you got so many major arteries in there. Come on, man. Ain't nobody
That's why it's
doing
going
that.
to.
Yeah,
Because you already made an agreement.
yeah.
It's like once you take the money, take the money you have, you spend it. You can't turn it back.
Right,
That's it.
right.
So Lord's willing, man, this is edifying. A lot of these Negroes are going to check out this year. So with that, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kadash. Double honors to the apostle, elders of Great Millstone, shalom out to the elect. So next week, we're going to say Mawatha Baba Ball.
Mawatha Baba
From
Ball.
Yasharala.
Come here, show.
Shalom.
Shalom.
That's right.
Number one down.
And it's just like
Number
that.
one down. Yeah, a little two piece in the